and effective members of their community now, not only in the future. Some Rotary clubs have supported them to do so through their commitment to Interact and Rotaract for slightly older, as well as the Young Citizens Awards. To those involved in these and other such programmes, thank you for your dedication to these youngsters. You do make a difference to them, and through them to the world now and in the future. What a legacy you will leave. I'm planning before the Rotary year is over to visit all our Interact and Rotaract clubs, including the prospective ones, to give support to what they are doing. I know what it's like to have a group of Rotarians invest in my future from my Rotaract experience, and I will be forever indebted to them. Rotarians are great examples of true citizens. Service above self is no idle motto, but in itself demands action. Service can only be given by someone if they get up and do something. Take the time to take stock and think of just what you've done as an individual or as a club, and be pleasantly surprised by what you've achieved and the difference you've made. I was recently asked what legacy I would like to leave at the end of this year. A hard question. Maybe the first question should be, do I think I'll be around to have any memories at the end of the year after I've thrown myself out of a plane in May? Part of the reason for doing it at that point of the year is that if anything happens to me, David Butler's had his training and can step in and take over 6 weeks early. Whilst I hope many clubs will respond to the Thanks for Life School project, I thought that I ought to do something towards it myself. Of course, I blame Stratford upon Avon Club for what in my sane moments I can only describe as a mad venture. I watched the Red Devils do their parachute jump display at the Bulldog Bash. President Nick joked that I should do something like that. Well, I put a comment on Facebook which said something like I was contemplating doing a tandem dive, not expecting within a few hours to get a message back from Warren Offer saying that he'd go with me. Be careful what you write on social networks. So I suppose part of my legacy will be to be known as the District Governor who spent the whole year taking herself well outside of her comfort zone. I should say that I do not take this role for granted. I'm very aware that it's been lent to me for this year and this year only. I realise that a year is a very short time to actually make that much of a difference. Ultimately, I know that it is not me that makes a difference, but the clubs. All I hope is that I enable clubs to make that difference by giving an extra pair of hands to do the work. Now that the majority of the official club visits have been completed, I hope that clubs will consider inviting me to help with their community projects and events, as for me that is where real service as a Rotarian can be given. After all, the District Governor is a Rotarian and nothing more. I've said all the way through my Rotary and work life that I want to make a difference. Only you can be the judge of that at the end of the year. I hope that I will have encouraged clubs and individuals to view positively the difference they make and maybe to extend their influence within and beyond district. I sincerely hope that young carers groups across our district will have benefited from the support from our Rotary clubs and the Dreamcatcher boat trips we provided for them. The boat trips will continue next year as long as clubs continue to support them financially. We're hoping to do some trips from Easter into the summer next year, so please help us to make them happen by sponsoring places on the trips. Ultimately, for me this year is a great chance to create memories that will last me a lifetime and which will extend my skills and knowledge, especially of the work of Rotary. I appreciate that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I have every intention of enjoying, as I hope displayed so far on my blog entries. Already I have many memories of so many interesting conversations, really exciting projects, and amazing achievements of clubs. I want to thank you for putting your trust in me and giving me the chance to have the honour of being your District Governor. I must admit though, even after 4 months, I still wake up some mornings wondering if I can do the job. I know I'm not the easiest person to work with and probably am quite frustrating for the district team, especially the conference team this weekend because of my constant worrying. All I can say is that I do care passionately about the clubs and Rotarians in our district and will go as many extra miles as it takes to help them make the difference they are capable of. I hope you will all find something in this weekend to inspire you to go back and make a difference through Rotary, so you can change the question from, why am I in Rotary, to the statement, this is why I'm in Rotary. Enjoy this conference and enjoy your Rotary. Thank you.